Hey, welcome to Let's Make Miracles.
I'm Alex, and
I'm Jen.
we're working through the Course in Miracles over the course of an entire year.
Yeah. Welcome back. We're on lesson 11, and it is stating, my meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world.
Any thoughts?
My thoughts would create a world. I think this is definitely telling you that you need to be mindful of what you think, because what you think becomes reality.
It becomes your personal reality. It doesn't necessarily become reality for anyone else.
True.
There are some people whose reality has diverged very far from everyone else's, and they look like crazy people wandering around talking aloud to someone or something that does not appear to be there.
That could be our realities right now.
Could be. You never know.
I mean, we are currently talking to viewers or listeners who are currently not there.
That's true. Yeah. But I think we're also talking to each other.
Are you?
Yeah.
Am I not a manifestation of your reality?
Are you?
Well, my reality is totally different from your reality. So you're viewing me from your reality.
Of course.
And I'm viewing you from my reality.
Yeah.
And when you behave in a certain way that conflicts with my reality, emotions happen.
I guess so.
Which comes around to lesson 12. But I'm not there yet.
Would you like me to listen?
Please,
Okay.
go right ahead.
Lesson 11. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. This is the first idea we have had that is related to a major phase of the correction process. The reversal of thinking of the world. It seems as if the world determines what you perceive. Today's idea introduces the concept that your thoughts determine the world you see. Be glad indeed to practice the idea in its initial form, for in this idea is your release made sure. The key to forgiveness lies in it. The practice periods for today's idea are to be undertaken somewhat differently from the previous ones. Begin with your eyes closed and repeat the idea slowly to yourself. Then open your eyes and look about, near and far, up and down, anywhere. During the minute or so to be spent in using the idea, merely repeat it to yourself, being sure to do so without haste and with no sense of urgency or effort. To do these exercises for maximum benefit, the eyes should move from one thing to another fairly rapidly, since they should not linger on anything in particular. The words, however, should be used in an unhurried, even leisurely fashion. The introduction to this idea in particular should be practiced as casually as possible. It contains the foundation for the peace, relaxation, and freedom from worry that we are trying to achieve. On concluding the exercises, close your eyes and repeat the idea once more slowly to yourself. 3 practice periods today will probably be sufficient. However, if there is little or no uneasiness and an inclination to do more, as many as 5 may be undertaken. More than this is not recommended.
Do you think this is going to be difficult for some viewers or listeners?
It might be. I think, it'll probably be difficult for some people. It'll be easy for others. It depends on the experiences they've had up to the time when they hear this lesson.
So if there's others that are like me, that understand and go, I get it. I get what this is trying to show me. I get what this is teaching me. But are running into difficulties still. What do you recommend? Do you recommend a slowing down of the pace? Or do you recommend just keep going at the current pace once a day? Do you recommend just making things a little more brief instead of going about it 3 times per lesson once a day? Do you recommend meditation involved with these two?
Well, I don't think that this book is a substitute for spiritual practice. So do whatever you're already doing.
What if some listeners don't have a spiritual practice in place, but are still trying to, what I said before, rewire the brain, think differently?
I think they're going to have a harder time of it than someone that has a spiritual practice. And I might even say that some people following certain spiritual practices will find it easier than people following other spiritual practices will. It just depends on what they've already exposed themselves to. For someone without a spiritual practice, I think the best thing would probably be either learn to meditate, and not in the Christian sense of the word, but in the Eastern sense of the word, because they actually mean two different things. In the Western sense of the word, it means to contemplate something, a thought, or an object, something. But in the Eastern sense of the word, it means to clear the mind of all thoughts. And learning that skill would be very helpful. Doing that once a day or twice a day would help to integrate these lessons faster.
YouTube would probably be a really good source for those who say they can't meditate. Heart Lotus YouTube page, Alex's personal YouTube page, has many meditations, and he teaches how to go about an easy meditation if anyone needs any help with that. But go ahead.
Other than meditation, I would also suggest introspection. Doesn't really matter how you go about it, but
So like journaling would be a good way to do it too?
Journaling is a popular way to do it.
Okay.
Any way to look into your own brain, basically, see how it reacts to things, what's hiding in there that needs to come out. The more you can bring your own personal tendencies to light, the better. The more flexible your mind will be. Any thoughts?
No, that pretty much answers it. Thank you, listeners. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us on our Facebook group, Let's Meet Miracles, or on our Instagram pages at Zenfully Ever After and Heart Lotus Guru.
If you could give us a review in iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you listen to podcasts, that would really help us be more visible to more people.
Thanks.